Hi Virgo, welcome to I Am Destiny Calling Tarot. Today is going to be your weekly reading, which is going to cover the time frame of December the 22nd through December 28th. So this will be a general reading for the Virgo collective. Please keep in mind these dates are general guidelines, so you may notice things possibly resonating a few days before, maybe even a few days after these dates. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Get your spread. Another shuffle. This was definitely not on the agenda this morning. For some reason, I felt it was really necessary to get this reading done this morning. So there must be a message that's really important that has to get out to somebody. I have my 12-year-old watching my 2-year-old, so we'll see how that goes. I just got up, not dressed. Still got to get that on the agenda. But like I said, I very much felt called to do this at this time. So let's take a look and see what messages come about for you, Virgo. I'm going to ask Spirit to please send forward messages for Virgo. And this is to cover the time frame of December 22nd through December 28th. Spirit, what messages would you like to have come forward for Virgo? Okay, it's between these two decks here. I don't know if you can see, but both of my hands are shaking. It's this one. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Let's take a look at the cards. So this is going to be your overall energy. It came out as spring, and it says, see your seeds grow. And I also felt the need for some reason to find as many candles as I possibly could. So I don't know if that's symbolic to somebody as well. See your seeds grow. What seeds have you already planted, Virgo? All right. Oh, okay. So the first card that you have here in your reading that came up is the Strength card. I'm just kind of getting the energy from the cards, the overall message of the patterns here in the reading. Okay, so there is a little bit of fear and anxiety that you've been experiencing in your recent past, and I'm very happy to tell you that this Strength card that appeared here is very much a symbol here today of overcoming those fears and anxiety. So it can certainly represent facing your problems courageously and head on. It's very, very symbolic here in this particular reading of having a great inner strength. So I'm really feeling at this time that you are actively channeling your inner strength. That's beautiful. Okay. Next card here in your reading is the World card. So this could be symbolic of perspective, right? The way you're seeing a certain situation. Also a good omen for positive outcomes. Very much dominating a situation. A call to be sent forth to you to remind you not to take on any unnecessary burdens. Also to help people at this time who have helped you. Okay. So some of you are very much during this time frame coming full circle on your path. What I mean by that is your pieces to your puzzle are being connected. So you're connecting the dots. You're seeing a broader perspective. You are somewhat detached from the situation, allowing yourself to see things as an outside observer, which is allowing you to see the situation in full. So you're really, so things are very much coming full circle for you, which is very much allowing you to be very much in a moment of satisfaction right now in the present. And I think you, it might even be subconscious at this point. For some of you, it might not be. It might be you're fully conscious of it. But either way, whatever resonates with you for your particular situation, even if it's subconscious, you know on a deep, deep level that you're very close to a need and a want to find out what your purpose is and to go ahead and achieve it. You're feeling supported. You're feeling supported by the universe at this time, and you intuitively know that if there was possibly a time to do it, it's now. There isn't really any better time than at this moment in time. I do also believe that you've already And this is likely unconsciously done. You've already planted seeds here. Yeah, and you weren't fully consciously aware that you were doing it. Um, but it has happened, and all of a sudden you're starting to see your seeds sprout. Okay, and not only sprout, but some of you are seeing them grow and flourish, and they have the little leafy green parts growing. Some even have flowers. So you're likely all in a different area there, but it's the concept all around that's the same. I do have a feeling that the reason this message was important for me to get out is because it is the holiday season, and I'm very much feeling that the specific message that needs to get out to someone is relating to your purpose being helping those who are maybe less fortunate. And it may be a situation where you have been blessed with so many blessings that you're really looking to give back. And you're very inspired at this time of the year to do so. You're somewhat stuck, however, as to how to go about this situation. My advice is keep your eyes wide open. The situation and circumstances will appear right in front of your eyes, and you'll just instinctively, intuitively know that that this specific person or situation was brought to you so that you could help and assist them in their time of need. Next card is Three of Cups. Okay, so this represents community and sharing, friendship, a common goal, a team spirit of some kind. It's really overall an energy feeling of abundance, an abundance of energy, which is gathering around at this time. And it really signifies that you yourself personally are entering into a new phase in your life. This also very much represents and symbolizes you making a commitment and having a vision. You're very much feeling something larger than yourself. That's what I'm hearing. I'm also hearing the shadow and light within. You may have experienced a situation in your life where you went through a dark time and you very much needed to see the light at the end of the tunnel in order to pull yourself out of it. You know what that feels like. You've been there, you've experienced it. You feel for those that you see going through that because you understand the pain and the sorrow that can come along with that. So at this time, you have a feeling of being the light for someone in their darkest moments or their darkest hours. Next card is Four of Pentacles. This card right here, I can't say it any differently. It's giving to those less fortunate. Plain and simple. And oddly enough, there seems to be a Christmas wreath on the door in the picture, symbolizing that right now is the time. This gentleman, he looks distraught, he looks burdened, he looks somewhat hopeless and despair. So like I said, during this time, keep your eyes wide open. There could be a situation such as this that appears in your life. It may be something as simple as giving your time. It doesn't have to be money, resources. You know, a lot of lonely people during this time of the season, this time of the year. Next card here we have is Ace of Wands. This is you feeling motivated. This is you being able to see the truth in a situation. The card here symbolizes, it very much represents destiny and fate. It represents the law of karma and powerful forces of transformation at work. So you might see synchronicities leading you to this particular situation that requires assistance on your part. So what I'm getting from this is you are an open vessel, and the divine spirit is using you as a point of contact where they can flow and have their spirit flow directly through you to connect with a certain individual who they need to get assistance to desperately at this time. Very much a fate card here. I'm hearing human, beyond your human control. Beyond your human control. That's what I'm hearing. That might resonate with someone. Okay, next card we have is Ten of Pentacles. This card is symbolic of understanding your place and understanding your purpose. This can also symbolize connectedness and synchronicities flowing effortlessly. Passing along a wisdom to the next generation. And I very much feel when this card appeared that you have grounded emotions. So when we began the reading, when there was an indication of fear and anxiety here, I think the fear and sometimes fear is a good thing. It in small doses can be a good thing because it pushes us to go outside of our comfort zone. And especially where it came out with the Strength card, that is what it's telling me here. So this might be something that you normally wouldn't do. This might be something you normally wouldn't listen to your intuition and follow through with. or you may not have even been comfortable with in the past. Also, with the overall energy here, um, see your seeds grow. Um, I do feel that this is not going to be for all of you, but for some of you, it has something to do with um, at this point in life, you're really asking the question, how does your work support um, or sustain others in your community? Um, and overall, an energy here, and just an overall complete energy here with this card of everything coming together. Everything coming together beautifully, as though it was divinely orchestrated. Isn't that amazing? I find it fascinating the way the universe works. Okay, next card here, Eight of Cups. This is symbolic of a vision quest. Um, it's very representative of spiritual and emotional growth. So you have likely grown spiritually and emotionally, and you're at the point now where you're very much wanting to leave the past behind you. Moving into 2020, you're very much looking forward to the future and good times ahead. You're in a um, you're in an attitude of gratitude. So you're very much looking around at how blessed you've been in your life, and you're cherishing everything that you have. And overall, you are 100% aligned right now, mind, body, and soul. So when that happens, that's really when it's time to get to work and to serve, because that does so much for you on a personal level and others, which is really impacting you as well, because we are all connected as one. Okay, we have Six of Air. So Six of Air, things are really looking up here. If you've had a difficult situation that you've experienced throughout 2019, that situation is very much coming to an end. You're leaving it in the past. There might be a bit of sadness surrounding that overall, but you are focusing your energy in terms of helping others, which is also healing for yourself. You're very much believing at this time that stepping into the unknown will really truly bring you what you desire. And really just overall seeking more meaning and rewarding feelings here. Um, Next card is Four of Cups. This is reevaluating self. Um, Obtaining and sustaining a feeling of deservingness and confidence. Knowing that you are beautiful and loved and worthy of love. You have a sense and a feeling that greater things are awaiting you. Okay, and then the last card we have is Ten of Swords. This is a graceful ending type of situation here. It's a point of an epiphany that you very much have a striking moment of just inner knowing and a feeling of great peace with going forward and knowledge as to what it is that you need to work towards. Also fully knowing that you are supported by the divine. There's also a really important message for a few of you. This is very much a card that can represent recovering from an addiction. This is a really hard time of the year to maintain that. Okay, if you have emotional ties to the holidays, maybe a loss of a loved one, feeling the need to, relapse. This is going to be a reminder, but mostly a good omen, having this card come out here. There's a bit of sadness, but the sadness propels you forward with inspiration, I'm feeling. And I do also feel, for those select few who this is resonating with, you are becoming somewhat of an inspiring individual to another person who is just beginning their recovery, the journey of their recovery. So that may actually be the important message here that needed to get out today. So you see your seeds growing. So some of you may have already been involved in a situation where you've been assisting someone who's been struggling and trying to recover from addictions, whether or not it's a family member, a friend, coworker, or acquaintance, doesn't really matter, right? It's someone who was brought to you in your life for a reason. You very much have a strong connection with this person. You can have a strong connection with a complete and utter stranger, but this is a soul connection. You were meant to have this person bump into you or appear in your life. I do also believe that you are getting just as much out of this situation as they are. Perhaps you may be a sponsor to a certain individual and you may feel that they have somewhat betrayed you or let you down. So this is very much a time where you really need to this is where the graceful endings come in. You really need to make some sort of a Yeah, it's very much something that's come up and it's right in your face, and it's not necessarily something that you wanted to deal with. Yeah, so the overall message here is don't put any limits on what the universe can bring or is capable of manifesting or developing in your life. I do feel that for some of you, you may feel some kind of an ending come to this situation. Um, it may push you to your limit, but I can tell you, even though at this present moment in time it feels like it's an ending, I can tell you for certain this is not the final ending. Um, it's not. Like I said, there's some type of a soul connection here. And even if you tried, this person, you and this person are connected on that soul level. Um, so this might actually be what's coming full circle for you, is you're recognizing your part in this situation, the support that you can provide, knowing when to back away, knowing that this is a long process. Maybe it's been something that you've experienced already in your life, and you see it mirroring in this individual. And that's really all I'm getting from that card there. Okay, so that's the end of this reading, Virgo. I really do hope that this helps someone. It feels rather important. Yeah, very, very important message here for those that needed to hear it and those who might be experiencing it. Overall, know that you are supported. You are fully supported at this time. And what you are, even in the times of difficulty or sadness or feelings of being hurt or betrayed in some way, oddly enough, it can be a beautiful thing. We're all human, and we need to treat each other with compassion, right? Okay, so that's the end of the reading, Virgo. Thank you so much for joining me for this reading today. I would like to wish everyone a very happy holiday, regardless of whatever traditions it is that you celebrate during this time of the year. But like I said, be kind to everyone, treat everyone the way that you would like to be treated. Yeah, so big happy holidays to everyone. I hope you have lots of family, good times, good food. So, as always, I will continue these readings on a weekly basis, and I hope you do come back to join me. If you are interested, please go ahead, click on like and subscribe.